Check. Check.
It's time for the Timeless Roofing Friday morning sports drive live from Pumps. Timeless Roofing, over 40 years experience, 30 years experience, quality, integrity. Never get old at timelessroofing.com. Call for a free quote. We'll come out there and be with you today and check your roof. Also, we're live from Pumps PPG Best. The Timeless Roofing Friday morning sports drive live from Pumps People in Jam is sponsored by Aiken Electric Cooperative, Allen Harmon Trucking, Amick Farm, Angie, former reader for Porter, Bailey & Son Music Company, Berry Insurance Agency, Bobby K. Roof Builders, Brown's Auto Detail, Cal Forest for the House, Carolina Health Center, Carolina Country, CB Forest CIA Towing, CM Tree Service, Combs Needs, Farmer Trucking, Drought Hardware Farm Supply, Dr. Ralph and Riley MD, Economy Furniture, Edwards Heating and Cooling, Farm Bureau of Saluda, H&R Block, JRA Exterminator, Kelly White State Insurance, Lakeboro Property, Saluda Livestock Market, Mason County Plumbing, Mid-Carolina Minix Saluda Body Shop, Mix Saluda, Molly Mitchell Scrimmage and Family, Motor Coat Paint and Body Set, Newberry Hospital, Hatford Park, Persimmon Hill Country Club, Price's Garage and Heavy Tower, Pump Sweeping and Dam, Ralph Sheila Kennedy Law Office, Ramey Funeral Saluda Law, Wilderness Rehab Center, Saluda Stockyard, Senator Billy Garrett, South State, Sylvan Farm, the Charlie Foundation, the Jane Alter Insurance Company, the Law Office of Nancy T. Jordan, the South Carolina Education Lottery, the Town of Saluda, TimelessRoofingSC.com, Viva Broadband, Whizzes of H. Leafield, World Finance, Western Behavioral Health, and Love's Handyman Service. You're watching the Timeless Roofing Friday morning sports drive live from Pumps People in Jam. Thank you for watching, everybody. Thank you for joining us here on the TimelessRoofingSC.com Friday morning sports drive live from Pumps Jam and Jam. We got a lively crowd here this morning, Jeffrey.
Oh yeah, we had a really good crowd this morning. A lot of laughs already to start out.
Yeah.
Start out this Friday. Something much needed right now in this time, Burton. Honestly, just to take a few minutes and kind of put everything to the side, and we know it'll be there when we walk out the door to pick it right back up. But just having those few minutes of laughter was much needed.
And we appreciate each one for joining us here for the Timeless Roofing SC.com Friday morning sports drive. And I'm glad to be with you as well. And we are hoping that you are watching us. A lot of folks are just getting electricity or probably on the list to be getting it today. We actually have a report electricity this morning on SALUDANow. We'll go to that right now. Uh, right now, according to, and this is the South Carolina Power Outage.com map, we see here that the total in South Carolina, 2,852,369, 287,461, just a little bit over 10% do not have lights as of yet. And Saluda County, out of 15,278 people, there are 4,842 still without power. 31.69% do not have power in Saluda County. That number's come down, hasn't it, Jeffrey?
Yes, it has. First, want to give a shout out to all our first responders, everybody, all these linemen, the power companies that are working around the clock really to get us back on track. I will put our first responders and our linemen and the people in our community against anybody in the country for what they do and the way they carry themselves, and just really a lot of heroes in the last week, you know. So just can't say enough about them and the work they put in. Just hope everybody stays safe. I know we've had some fatalities in the county, and you know our hearts go out to their families.
Yes.
But our responders and linemen are probably the best you'll see, and just give them a big shout out.
We do. We give them a big shout out today. We're thankful for them and what they are doing. There was a bunch in here yesterday eating lunch, and I want to say I'm appreciative of Pumps being open through the storm. And you was in here helping them cook one day, wasn't you?
Yeah, I was. I don't know how much help I was, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Just the feeling of trying to give back a little bit. You know, I pulled up and I looked at the line, and you know I looked at Nancy. I said, "Man, I know they're gonna need some help." But like I said, they were out here without power. You know, they're cooking everything on gas, doing everything they could, and just the amount of people that were here eating, trying to eat, the contractors, the linemen that were outside with nothing to eat. You know, this was on Saturday after the storm. There was nothing for them to eat, nowhere for them to get anything. Everything in this county was shut down. And for them to come in here and fire up the grills and fire up the fryers and do all they could. So I went back there with them, and I don't know that I helped them any. I think I made them laugh a couple times. So maybe that was my gift to them. Other than that, they were out there. I mean, they got a good team out here. You know, these young men and women come and go to work. So they know exactly what to do, and just staying out of the way is the main thing.
Yeah. And I was just going to show y'all last Friday morning at 4 o'clock, I got up, and I woke up early, actually, Jeffrey, earlier than I expected to. And I got my shower, went in the kitchen, actually fixed me a drink, and I did something I usually don't do. I fixed me a ham and cheese sandwich and an egg. I put an egg on it because I usually just wait here to get Pumps to eat. And I told Jennifer, get on up and get your bath and everything. And then at 5:15, the Hurricane Helene I crossed over Saluda County. That's what you're seeing on your screen. And poor Miss Gwen was sitting up here at Pumps waiting on me. She was waiting on me, wondering how I was going to get up here. And she didn't realize all around her was trees falling. Trapped the poor lady in here. She felt like she was on an island by herself, Jeffrey, waiting on me and you to show up. And then I called you.
Yeah. Hey, I'm telling you, I guess kind of me.
Thank God we had phone service.
Yeah, me and you, I guess we're running about the same schedule because I was up early. You know, I was excited about the show. And here's the thing, you know, back when I was working, our world revolved around the weather and the news and all this kind of stuff. Well, since I retired, I don't watch the news. I don't watch the weather. I go outside in the morning and look up in the sky, and what it looks like is what it is, and that's what I take on for the day. So, I did not realize the intensity of the storm. I did not realize the amount of wind and damage that would occur. So I was a little bit surprised. Like I said, 4 a.m., you know, I'm out there with a flashlight, and it's really starting to work on us pretty good. And got my family up. At one time, put them in the closet, making sure that they were safe as possible, and just then waiting for the sun to come up so we kind of assess the damage. But like I said, the Friday morning was really wake up to me. Somebody I'm gonna have to get in touch with somebody so they can call and say, "Hey Jeffrey, bad storm's coming." I'm not gonna watch the news again anyway, but somebody needs to tell me, "Hey, storm's coming." So I might get Mr. Gwynn to be in charge of that for me. She can call me and let me know this stuff.
And of course, we were pumped up, ready to go to Newberry. I mean, I was looking forward to the game, to be honest with you. And then all that happened, and they were going to try to play the game.
Yeah, they were looking at possibly Saturday, rolling over and say, "Hey, we're gonna play Saturday," and I don't think anybody realized the magnitude of what was the storm and then the power outages and so then unable to play it. Probably was. I'm gonna say it's the right call.
Yeah,
a lot of people were hurting at that point in time. That was the right call to cancel that game. And the one this week.
Yeah,
the one this week we're talking about against ALA. American Leadership Academy. Also, it's going to be postponed. They're not canceling this postponed because this is a region game for us.
Right.
So they're postponing it. Looking at, you said the news this morning, 2 weeks. High School League is going to extend the season by 2 weeks, which is good. It's good because, they were talking about, hey, if we can't do, if they don't extend the season, then we'd possibly have to play a game Monday, turn around and play one Friday, and that's a lot on the body. That's a lot on these kids. Beating on each other, and that's a lot. And you don't want to do that. So I think they made the right call, extending the season by 2 weeks. It doesn't pose as near the safety concern that I would have for our young people. And just hey, anytime you add 2 more weeks of football, that's always a good thing, right?
That's right. And looking around our region tonight, I put the region map up here. Greenwood at Malden is postponed. Lawrence Fountain Inn postponed. Emerald Wren postponed. Clinton Liberty postponed. Saluda American Leadership Academy postponed. Strong Thurman hosting Batesburg Leesville postponed. Abbeville McCormick postponed. Where shows Whitmire postponed. Cambridge Greenwood Christian Academy canceled. Lawrence Academy and Wardlaw postponed. And by the way, King Academy postponed their homecoming as well. But they will be able to get back and make that up. Tonight's game, though, there are still some in action. 96 at Pillion. And I want to say this. Down toward Pillion area, it wasn't as bad as it was here. It seems like the more, and it's hard to believe that with a hurricane, usually it's the east part of the state but actually the western part of the state is what suffered the most damage. So Pillion is ready for their game, and then Calhoun Falls at Dixie is on tonight too, 7:30. So those games are still on. By the way, 96 at Pillion is at I think 7 tonight, but that game will be on the radio if you want to listen, and we'll put a link up tonight.
Yeah, and that's get on there, listen to the football, kind of get your feel back on. Really, it just kind of feels like the COVID year.
It does. Yeah, that's what I told. COVID 2.0 all over again.
Yeah, I mean, where you missed a game and then missed another game, and it just that's what kind of gives me that feeling of the COVID year. And, we hope we never have that again. But this weather situation is pretty tough. But like I said, I think the people in Saluda really rallied around each other, and that's something I hope we get to talk about a little bit on the show.
Yeah.
Is kind of how our community responded. If you want to lead into that, we can.
Well, let's talk about what events are happening, and then we'll come back to that, Jeffrey. Today, 11:30 a.m. If you're near Calvary Holiness Church, actually it's Calvary Holiness Tabernacle. They're going to be serving a free meal 11:30 a.m. today, Friday, October the 4th, 5831 Greenwood Highway, Saluda. And you can get there, enjoy a home cooked meal. I know a lot of those ladies down there, they are some good home cookers, and they'll have a great meal for you. And, hey, we enjoyed having yesterday at Emmanuel, where I pastor, the Outlaws.
Yeah.
We had the Outlaws there. They are on your screen. Great group of young men. I think it's the 8U to 15U or something like that. It might be younger than that.
I think it was a couple different teams put together. I think you had several age groups that came together
Mm-hmm.
for that meal. But I'm gonna tell you what, Burton. I saw some of the pictures. What
Oh
what a
yeah.
great turnout. And what was the numbers? You gave me the numbers this morning, but I want you
A
to make sure you get them
hundred
right.
chicken tender plates and 150 chicken balls.
See, I'm telling you.
Quarts. Yeah.
And I know they were handing out water. And
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
man, I'm telling you, just to see those kids out there getting that done and working for the community. The, man, when they say it's bigger than baseball, it's bigger than softball. It's the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Letting these young people know, hey, it's up to me to turn around and give back. It is our responsibility to give back. And for a long time, leave it as good or better than you found it is kind of what we talk about a lot of times. And
Yeah.
those young men and parents were out there really really getting it on and doing a great job feeding the community
Mm-hmm.
and the sense of pride can't be replaced. So hats off to those guys for going out and doing that, man. That was a big statement in our community. So really appreciate
And
them.
I had a lady said I looked like y'all was having fun. They was playing football out there, just having a good time in the yard. And then when it come time to serve the meal, they was lined up and ready to serve.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's what, and to me that is so. I
Hmm.
wish that I could go back to the days where they were
Yeah.
carefree, where you could just break out and have a game of ball in the yard, and then turn around and get focused right back and go to work. Because it seems as an adult, all you do is work, work, worry, right?
Oh yeah.
But that's a great thing. Those kids can do that, and riding through the line and seeing those young people give back, I think probably touched a lot of hearts. I know it did mine. So like I said, hats off to them. But we've had a lot of people, in the community
Yeah.
giving and doing.
Salute a high marching band yesterday. I went out there. I left Emmanuel, went on over to the high school, and they were serving jambalaya. I didn't get to taste none. That's the only thing I regret I wasn't able to stay and taste it. But they had three big old cookers, and they were out there having a good time as well. The students there, and you see the video on the screen where I went out and talked about the Saluda marching band serving that, and that's the second meal they have served. They actually served spaghetti first, and then they served the jambalaya yesterday.
Yeah, and see another group, another group of young
Hmm.
people. And I'm not going to leave out the parents and the adults and
Right.
the coaches and the band director, because they're all a big part of it. They line everything up. But to go out there and serve two meals to the community, I mean that's simply awesome. Love to see that. Love to see, like at the high school. I don't know if you read about the high school this week, where they were giving out, waters
Yeah.
and MREs and tarps and Radius was up there. I think they said they had like 11 or 12,000 pounds of chicken that they cook. They cooked every day. Trey Shealy's out there on the grill and they were cooking, and he's got a bunch of volunteers and they're feeding everybody as they ride through. Just giving out waters,
Hmm.
some dry goods. So you just like I said, it's to me, Burton, it was a feeling of community that you don't get all the time when things are good. You have a disaster happen, you see people come together and work together, and it makes me wish. And you think about, why can't it be that way all the time?
Yeah.
Why
That's
why
right.
can we not come together all the time? Why does it have to have something bad to happen before we come together? And that's something I think we need to kind of all look in the mirror and say, hey, why can't we all be here for each other? You know, in good times. You know, let's not be so quick to jump on people and judge people and talk about people. Let's come together like we did Friday. I mean, let's see, Friday. I'm up uptown. We're
Hmm.
looking at kind of, okay, where can we help? Where can we take a group? And
Yeah.
you see people out there on the street and on the sidewalk helping each other, neighbors helping each other, people stopping and helping each other. And it didn't matter, black, white, Hispanic,
Hmm.
man, women, children,
Yeah.
everybody working together. I mean, that's just it's an awesome sight, and we found a couple locations. I took my softball team out, and the girls were, they got the leaf blowers and they're dragging limbs and taking stuff out. We cut a
Yeah.
tree off somebody's house, to try to open it back up for them where they could come home and get inside. They still don't have power, but, that kind of stuff, so it's a lot of stuff we can do to work together.
Yeah, and I just showed a video of Sheriff Josh Price. They were at Crouch Hardware and Farm Supply yesterday across the road from Saluda Stockyard, and they were handing out boxes of food, and we appreciate them doing that as well. Uh, yes, that was also good, and Also yesterday, and I don't know, there's going to be another food distribution today. Mayor Milliken Matthews will let me know where it's going to be at, and I will let you know. And they have been serving meals. Actually, the mayor, town council, uh, Saluda Fire Department at the fire department all week long. I went down there Saturday. I don't know if they were there Sunday or not, but I know Monday and Tuesday, and yesterday they were, and Thursday. I skipped. Wait a minute, Wednesday. They were there Wednesday too, but they were there serving hot dogs and hamburgers, and they give out of them quick too.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, so you look at and just think about this. Think about the situation. Tones go out, alarms go out. Hey, we got trees down.
Mm-hmm.
Local fire departments are out in the community cutting trees, opening up the roads, trying to get people, safely from A to B. And then when we get everything opened up, now they're turning around, they're cooking, they're doing things for other people. So they're nonstop, And if you think about this, everybody's volunteer. Everybody's volunteer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, everybody's volunteer.
Mm-hmm.
So, a lot of times they leave their homes and stuff that they need to be doing, and they're out doing for other people. And that's the kind of thing that you can't put a price on. You can't. I mean, the giving that happens in this community, I'm telling you, I think it's second to none. I've always said, Saludas, we don't have a lot of frilly things and a lot of things, but we're never short on good people. And I think that's just showing right now. Like I said, all your volunteers are coming out doing work,
and they're our heroes.
100%.
We see Edwin Riley on the screen here. He has worked probably endlessly. In fact, he helped go to, and it wasn't a good thing. Had to go look for the fireman, that passed away. And by the way, their services are going to be tomorrow and Sunday.
Yep.
And
Burton, that's something. It is tragic. It is terrible. You can't fathom it really. You got the chief, of the Circle Fire Department, and then you turn around and you got a guy that was 18 years old, and they're out there trying to help people. They're not getting a big check. It's not their job. They're out there trying to help people, and they paid the ultimate sacrifice. They gave the ultimate sacrifice for that. So, pray for them. Pray for the families. Pray for the friends. Pray for the people that work with them, because that's devastating loss. I mean, it really is. To be working with somebody and that happened. And the thing is, it really puts things into perspective of what can happen. And like I said, you can't say enough about our volunteers and the fire departments that we have to go out and really just show you, put their life on the line for us. When you think about saying bad stuff about people, think about it a little bit. Pause and say thank you. You know what I'm saying? Just say thank you. That's probably what needs to be said. Thank you.
And another one, and I put this on the truck of a caravan headed down Batesburg Highway to Saluda. They were actually headed to the 7-Eleven. I guess that's where they was getting gas and lined up. Our linemen, people, energy crews coming in. Far away is from Chicago and New York City are here in Saluda.
New York City?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm going to tell you, I saw a thing today, and like I said, I don't look at a whole lot, but it said the most valuable linemen in the country don't play in the NFL.
That's good.
That's it. That's a good one. It's our linemen, are out there working for us.
Yeah.
Welcome to the South. Welcome to Saluda County.
Yeah.
We'll do anything we can to help you. Just let us know your needs, and we can do. We'll make it happen. Me and Miss Gwen talked about it this morning.
Yeah.
They tell you what you need, and we just look at you and say, hey, we'll make it happen. We'll figure it out. We'll make it happen. So, welcome to Saluda. Thank you for coming. Thank you.
And another thing, and you in contact with this group because you used to work for them, DOT.
Yes, they've been out getting it, pushing trees, working chainsaws, opening up the roads. I talked with Marcus Robertson yesterday, Charles Long. I think most of the roads, state roads now, are passable. They have them open. They're working on, I think, a contract to get a contractor to come in. Hopefully, we're going to get a little bit of federal government money to come around and pick up the debris, help clean up, and it's going to be a process. Now, don't think they come in and clean up the limbs in your yard tomorrow or this week. It's going to be a process, and it's going to take a long time to do it, but it'll be done, and they're working on that. But like I said, take your hats off to them guys. I know they went 2 shifts, and they fought through a lot of adversity too, as far as getting fuel and this kind of stuff. I think they had the backup generator was down, and no food. So that's something that everybody needs to think about. But yeah, those guys really went out and worked hard, and we really appreciate them.
And our redneck chainsaw crews.
Yeah, I mean,
that's what cut my road open.
Yeah, well, seeing that, hey, that's and I laughed about this the other day.
Yeah.
I said, but in a small farming community like Saluda, you look up, everybody has a tractor, everybody's pushing, everybody's pulling, everybody's got a chainsaw. If you live in Saluda, everybody, you need to have a chainsaw. Everybody has a chainsaw.
Yeah.
So, the redneck chainsaw crew. We talked about that today, and I saw another thing, and it's kind of funny things I like to look at and laugh. But it says in time of disaster, especially natural disaster, one redneck friend is worth 1,000 PhDs, is what they said. So, and that's 100% true, because they'll come up with ways to do things and fix things that other people don't think of. So, if you don't have a redneck friend, go get one. Go get you one.
Yeah.
You'll need them in the future. So,
well, I tell you what, I appreciate every one of them, and of course, also one more I don't want to forget is our South Carolina National Guard. They have been out, and I think they have sent actually a crew to North Carolina. I'm pretty sure on that.
Yeah, I know that they've been out and about.
Yeah.
I think we had some that said a lot of them were working some of the recycle centers. I know they were over at the high school and the middle school, helping give out waters and MREs and tarps and loading cars and doing things there, which I thought was really awesome. I actually got an opportunity to go by and thank them, for their service and everything they've done. So, another group that just comes out and helps support. I don't know if we're doing it the best, but I know we're doing it right. So, I'm sure things can always be better, but guys, things can be a lot worse. And we have a great group in Saluda County.
And we are praying for each one of you that are in harm's way. I don't know what's going on in our county as far as those still in the dark. But listen, they're working to get your lights on. That is good, and we appreciate everybody working so hard. Any final thoughts, Dave Jeffrey? About time to sign off.
No, just hang in there. There's avenues that you can go to get help, to get you some baths, water, food if you need it. There's still people that are coming up. They're going to be cooking meals. This isn't over. We're here for you. Just let your need be known. What they say, closed mouths don't get fed. So it's never a truer statement than it is in this day and time. So just let us know what you need, and reach out, and we'll do everything we can to help you out and get you what you need. Really just pray for Saluda, pray for North Carolina, pray for Tennessee. There's a lot of bad things going on in North Carolina. People not getting the help they need, people stranded without food or water. Just pray for them. Right now it's what we can do. I know that we've been sending some stuff that way. So just take time to say a prayer, because right now that is one of the best things you can do. So just keep them in your thoughts and prayers.
And of course, SALUDANow, I have been answering a lot of calls about what helps. I talked to a young man. He must be in his early 20s yesterday, and a tree fell on their house, and they didn't have any insurance. Next Tuesday, on the Tiger Talk Tuesday, live from Minks, Senator Billy Garrett will be joining with us. Also, FEMA will be joining us. And it's regarding Saluda, Lexington, Greenwood. Edgefield now is also on the FEMA list. If you go to SALUDANow, there is a link, and it tells you all about it. And also there's a website, www.disasterassistance.gov. Disasterassistance.gov. Just click on that website, It will link you to FEMA. There's also a 1-800 number to call, 1-800-621-3362. You can use the FEMA app to apply for assistance, and it shows you here on the chart, if you go to SALUDANow, how they will assist you. Personal property owners, loans up to $100,000. Real property owners, loans up to $500,000. And I don't know all the details about the terms of the loans, but it's mass emergency services, crisis counseling, disaster unemployment, disaster legal services, disaster case management, individual and household programs. And by the way, there are people out there that are saying that the government is running out of money. It's not run out of money. They might have to come in there and have a special session for Congress, but FEMA is able to help. So you go ahead and apply. It might take you a while because of everything going on, and you go through your insurance first, see what they're going to pay. And if you don't have any insurance, also, and there will probably be some forms of relief coming for every person in South Carolina. I've heard everybody in South Carolina, Georgia, North Carolina, Tennessee that are in the disaster areas, which Saluda County is, will be receiving some kind of help from the government, probably in the form of a check.
Yeah, and that's good to know.
Yeah.
That's good information.
Yeah.
You know, the wheels of government seem to turn slow, so
Yes.
Get in early.
Mhm.
You know, if you're filing a claim or reaching out, do it early. Don't wait. You know, so anyway, that's good information, Bert. I'm glad you shared that this morning.
Yeah, and we're looking forward to talking to Senator Garrett. Well, that's going to wrap it up here from Miggs, Punks, and we appreciate Miss Gwen, Miss Punk having us out today. And come on out. They hadn't put what's on the menu yet. I come in here yesterday. I didn't even see the menu. I thought they were still on, but they will have a meat and 3 today, as well as off the grill. So come on out, and we appreciate them each week taking care of us here on the Friday morning Timeless Roofing SC.com Friday morning sports drive live from Punks PB and J. Have a good day, everybody.